Alright, hello citizens of the Nigelverse. It is Nitro once again, and welcome back to System Shock Radio. Oh, episode 145, can you believe it? Without further ado, let's get right into it. This is going to be one of those special episodes, and what we're going to be talking about today, admittedly, is something I've been wanting to talk about for a little bit, so hopefully you guys do go on to enjoy what we're talking about here, and I do want to hear you guys' inputs on this. But without further ado, it's time to talk about modern day WWE music. Um, I feel like there's a problem with it, and it stems from what a lot of people are blaming, that being Def Rebel. Well, the thing is, I have a very much love hate relationship with Def Rebel. Well, on one hand, there have been plenty of stinkers that they've dropped in terms of their music, like in terms of the entrance music for or a lot of our favorite and even sometimes our least favorite WWE superstars are getting some not so great, some kind of uh, I don't know about always trashy. Some of it kind of is, but a lot more generic WWE themes. But at the same time, then and for every I would say like five really just down or just trash WWE themes that they drop, then they release an absolute banger or a solid WWE theme. It's really weird. It's a weird inconsistency. Like it feels like two steps forward, five steps back kind of thing. And it's really weird. It's really annoying because like I want to like Def Rebel. I want to like some of their stuff. Like some of their stuff is solid. Like they have some solid bangers when it comes to theme songs. The Bloodline and even some of the X members like Jay and I guess now Jimmy, if you saw SmackDown last night, got some solid themes. Roman's is probably one of like the best themes ever. And that's kind of, and I know this might be kind of tricky to say. That might be a bit of high praise, but I feel like Romans is like one of the best themes ever. A lot of the NXT talent have got some really good themes, and then every now and then they'll release some decent or some solid themes. Sometimes the themes are just like a bop, even if they're not the greatest thing of all time. Sometimes it's just a head bop, just one that you just vibe with, you just bop your head to, like Trick Williams' theme. But then for every one of those, then we get some absolute abominations. What the hell was that Sami Zayn came out to for the longest time? They gave him his old theme back after he split from the Bloodline, which thank God, because whatever he was coming up with, I get, changing his theme is supposed to be a heel theme, but he still danced around to it like a dork, but oh, also it sounded way too generic, and that's I think the problem that a lot of people have with Def Rebel is that they are generic in a lot of ways. Now, I will say when it came to the previous developer of WWE themes, CFO Dollar Sign, did CFO Dollar Sign have their stinkers? Yeah, they had some, but then over time they kind of stopped doing that and gave us some all time phenomenal themes such as the aforementioned good Sami Zayn theme. Then we got like Finn Balor's theme. Which speaking of which, for Def Rebel, the Judgment Day got some really solid themes, but for CFO Dollar Sign, and they went on a string of bangers like a Sami Zayn's theme, Finn Balor's theme. A lot of the NXT talent got some solid themes, except for that first one from Samoa Joe. That one was trash, but then they changed it and it was really good. And then and of course, uh, so, uh, and of course, like some of the main roster talent as well got some solid themes, but CFO Dollar Sign did start off kind of shaky, but then they stopped doing that. But Def Rebel, I think the main problem is that he kind of still do that while also not doing that sometimes. And it's really inconsistent. Like why can't, like, if you can have some bangers, why can't all the songs be bangers? Like what's going on? If you're gonna have some good themes, why not have them all be good themes? And So step it up, Def Rebel. You have potential, and of course, the legendary Jim Johnston. You'd be hard pressed, even though they do kind of exist. You'd be hard pressed to find a bad song produced by the legendary Jim Johnston. Of course, that was the man who gave us a lot of our favorite WWE themes growing up. But had yeah, you'd be hard pressed to find a bad theme song from him. And then of course, when they outsourced to like different bands and stuff for themes, or wrestlers use like songs from different bands and stuff. Like when Edge used both Metalingers and the other side from Alter Bridge before that, the last one got yoinked up by the Judgment Day. Which Damian Priest got a new theme. Like that's what I'm talking about. Like I know I sound kind of all over the place, but it's something where you can see the potential in Def Rebel. They're just not applying themselves. And I know I sound like a teacher when I say that, like a school teacher, but you see the potential from Def Rebel. They're capable of producing good themes. They're capable of producing bangers. So what's going on? Why then? And is it every every like theme that you have that's good, that's actually solid, then you have five more that are just trash, or generic, or we don't care about them, like now Def Rebel. I know a lot of people call it for W to fire Def Rebel. I don't think it's gonna happen, at least not yet. Hey, will Def Rebel be replaced by the next music producer? Most likely, because that's kind of just how WWE does. When one music producer when WWE no longer works with one musical producer, they enlist another one. And that's how it was with Jim Johnston. That's how it was with CFO Dollar Sign, and that's how it's going to be with Def Rebel. But I think a lot of that frustration, or maybe not frustration, but more so being apathy, I guess, has perhaps to to a lot of Dev Rebels work. And look, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like music producing is the easiest thing in the world, or that I know how to do it. The truth is, I don't. So I'm not gonna disrespect their craft, of course. But like, hey, come on, Dev Rebels, step it up. Even if it takes time, even if it takes time, don't just slapdash it together. I'd rather it take time and you give us a good theme as opposed to trying to rush it out just because someone turned heel, or just because you have a deadline to meet. Hey, stuff like that. And I don't know if that is the case. I don't know if it is like a rush job. Is what we're going. Is what Def Rebel is doing here. Which if these themes are being rushed out, that honestly would kind of explain a lot. But get it together, Def Rebel. You gotta get it together. Like nobody bats 1,000, of course, but but it shouldn't be five bad songs to one good song. It should be the other way around. Like five really solid songs, and then maybe you slip up once or twice. But that's a much better track record, and that's all I want from Def Rebel, of course. Now, could it be the case that musical taste has changed over the years and that people don't necessarily connect with the more modern music? That is very much a possibility, and something that I might want to explore at some point. But um, but for Def Rebel, come on, I'm rooting for you guys. Like, you have potential. You've shown your potential. Like I said, the Bloodline has really solid themes. Roman's being probably one of the best. As the Judgment Day have all got really great themes, and it's probably and it definitely helps that a lot of them are remixes of some of their other themes produced by like CFO Dollar Sign, but that they got some really solid themes. A lot of the NXT talent have some really great themes. Braun Breaker, which they just changed his, and it doesn't really sound great, sadly, but the other theme from Braun Breaker sounded really good. But Carmelo Hayes has a really good theme. Trick Williams is a good headbutt. You're capable of producing good themes, so produce the good themes. Even if it takes a while, even if it takes time, we'll be patient. It's not like WWE's going anywhere, especially not with how financially well they've been doing. But get it together, Def Rebel. You gotta get it together, and stop having now if you want to use kind of your baseline to build themes upon, I think that's different. But when and 10 of your theme songs sound exactly the same or follow the exact same where you can't tell one apart from the other, that's a problem. Because as each superstar is supposed to have a theme that makes them feel unique. Now, you now sometimes the theme can define a superstar, but sometimes the superstar can define the theme. But but with a lot of the newer talent that people may not necessarily be as familiar with, as some people are familiar with them, but as people are coming back into the fold and all this newer talent, and you definitely want something to resonate with them. And oftentimes it could be a theme song. Think of the iconic theme songs over the years. Or at least the iconic theme song intros, whether it be the trumpets for John Cena's theme song, the glass shattering for Stone Cold's theme song, the gong for The Undertaker's theme song, on having something to pull people in. When imagine if all their theme songs sounded exactly the same, um, it probably wouldn't have had as much impact. And that's all I'm really saying. I know I'm kind of all over the place. I know this may or may not make sense, but step it up, Def Rebel. Come on, like you can do it. I know you can, and I see the potential in you. You've shown your potential, but you gotta step it up. Now the string of theme songs that they've released so far, and I mainly catch them on like the WWE Music YouTube channel, or that or I'll sometimes see them on Spotify, but usually I'll see it on like YouTube first. Uh, uh, um, but the string of themes that they have released so far are the new one for Austin Theory. He is not bad. At It's actually pretty decent. Austin Theory did get even Austin Theory's other theme song I think was pretty good, um, but you're able to do good with your theme songs. So do good with the theme songs. No more generic, no more or having this theme sound like other people's theme. Even now, if it's a case of a superstar having elements of one theme song carried over to the next theme song to pay homage to that. We've seen that with like Cody Rhodes' theme song where you get like the whoa for that. I think that's fine, but when you have two different superstars but their theme sounds exactly the same and they ain't in a tag team, that's a problem. But I know I kind of rambled on a little bit, but please let me know if this made sense, and I think I'll wrap it up there. But nevertheless, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do me a favor: like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and turn on post notifications so you know every time I upload a video, so you can see as soon as it drops. And let me know in the comments below your thoughts on everything we talked about in this video. Do you agree or disagree? And what's your favorite W theme of all time? And also remember that tomorrow we are wrapping up Hamlet with Act 5. But nevertheless, over on Night of Steps from the Labyrinth. So if you missed Acts 1 through 4, definitely check them out. But in the meantime, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace.